Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see here, we're in the dungeon here down in the man cave where I got my bolt action board set up where I play bolt action. What I'm doing here today in this video, I decided to make it real easy for anyone new to bolt action to learn how to play this game. There are several videos out there and they have all done very excellent jobs. I just think they're long in length. Where you're getting the great information, but by the time you get to the end and actually use it, you kind of forget some things or mess up some of the steps. So I'm going to do a series of videos here on how to play bolt action and break down every part, the movement, the firing, the pins, how to use the equipment and HE and so forth and on like that, and break them down in segments so it's easier to go back to and look at for quick reference, and that you can put it immediately right into use and maybe easier for you to learn that way. In bolt action, for the ones that are new, you need some kind of dice bag, something to blind draw from, because in bolt action, it's not you go, I go, you go, the next person goes things. You draw dice and that tells you who's going to go next, and it doesn't have to be in sequence. So with that being said, every unit on the board, like you see here, this unit would have a dice. So if you had 6 separate different units, you'd have 6 dice in there, and the Germans had 5, or whoever you're fighting, they would have that many in the bag. But we're going to go over on the movement on the dice of what each one means and what effects that it might have for you. The first one that we're going to go over, and the option that you have, is fire. Now fire means you can fire at full effect without moving. So if you were using this unit here and we put that down for that unit, they wouldn't move at all, and whoever was in range, which we'll talk about later when firing, you wouldn't take any kind of penalty or kind of dice modifier for hitting that unit. The next one that you would have on here, if I can find it, is advance. Under the movement of advance, you're going to move and then you can fire. So these guys could move their 6 inches, and at the end of their 6 inches you're going to shoot, but then you also would take a hit modifier for shooting once, or for moving and then shooting. So if you would hit normally on 3, you would have to have 4s to hit that unit. The next one we're going to do is run. Run is move at a double speed without firing, also used for assaulting. Now we'll get into assaulting later, but with run, if they could move 6 inches, this unit now can move 12 inches. And what they were saying there, I'll touch a little bit upon, if you had another unit here, you could actually make base contact and then go into an assault, and then you could fight. But under a normal run condition, when you're moving double, 6 to 12, all you can do is move that 12 inches and the unit is done. Ambush. Under the condition of ambush, no move or fire, but you wait for the opportunity to fire on the enemy. So you could put this unit under ambush and they would sit there, and if another unit moves into the area, as soon as they do and they're within range, then you could use this unit to fire upon that unit. Rally. Under a rally, no move or fire, but you lose a D6 plus 1 pin marker. So under a rally, you couldn't do anything, but it'd be a nice choice to remove a pin marker. And then the last but not least is down. And on a down, if you gave the order to this unit, say they were in open field or whatever, they could get down, keep their heads down, which would make it harder for another unit to shoot at you. Because when they were shooting, it was, say it was a hit upon, say you need a 3 to hit upon this unit, they would have to add 2 more. So instead of hitting you on a 3, they would have to hit you on a 5. So it kind of works out. You don't get to do anything, but in a defensive type of situation, it would totally help you. The other thing, that part of movement, I'm just going to touch upon real quick, is that if you had an officer And depending on the officer's rank, when you pull out a dice and draw, for drawing dice, it's called the snap 2. And on snap 2, if he was a second lieutenant, what he could do when he drew a dice, he could draw a dice for himself, and because they were within 6 inches of each other, he could automatically, out of the bag, pull another dice to activate another unit. I'm going to sum it up right there. That's how the dice works with movement. And we're going to do another video here breaking down actually doing the movement and then fire. I hope you guys follow along in these series and it helps you out to learn how to play bolt action. I just want to spread this game and help anyone out there that possibly needs it, help them as best and easily way possible. And I think this is the way to do it in a series of videos. So hit that like button, subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think, and follow us along. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Thanks for watching.